Hi. So I've been testing with different ways of recording so you can hear Spirit talking, and I got a way that it actually came out pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do is play this recording right here. I did it on my laptop, and I did it on the DC without it being plugged in, so it's just working off the battery. So let's play it for a second. This is what it sounded like when I recorded it, and then I'll play what it sounds like after I clean out the noise. So not a lot going on there. It was dead silent in the house. It's actually the internal microphone picking up that background noise off itself, off the laptop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this. This is the same recording. After clearing out the noise, slowing it down, changing the pitch, have a listen to this. Okay, so let me show you what I'm doing there. I'm just going to clear all this stuff out, and we'll just build it right from scratch. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, if I put the cursor line, it works better if you put it dead center, but I'm just going to approximate it here. That's pretty close to where dead center is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change, if I look at the profile, let's just do that really quick. This is what it looks like. Now you see this big spike here. We're going to make that, or some of that, go away two ways. When we clean out the noise, and we're going to suppress some of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to change the pitch. We're going to push everything to the right. So all this stuff is just going to migrate to the right. and we're going to do it by changing the speed and pitch at the same time. It's using WavePad's tool. So in order to do that, we go to speed and pitch. And what I want to do here is down in this third box here, you see it's at 305.650%. So what I want to do is click in that box, and that's how fast I want to change the speed and pitch. Alright, I'm just going to click apply. Alright, and my cursor popped all the way off to the right, so I'm just going to recenter it a little bit. Now, I wanted to change the pitch, and if I look at it, you can see that that moved the pitch, moved this bar all the way from over here to further down to the right. So now what I want to do is I want to change the speed back and actually slow it down even more. So when we change this, if I go back one, the original recording was at 19 seconds, okay? And we're going to go forward one where we change the speed and pitch. And now what I want to do is change this, just the speed, and I'm going to slow it down. So I'll go to the speed change, and I've got it down to 11.488% speed. All right, and it makes a difference on your recording. So try this first before you try anything else. And I gotta bring up, when I recorded this, they kept saying, you know, I had power. Power was a problem. So the AC power, and I recorded it off my laptop. So what I did when as I kept testing is I unplugged the laptop, turned the lights off, all that nonsense, everything around, and made the recording, and it came out even more clear. So it's just one, you know, food for thought. And in fact, I'm doing this recording and playing and recording it with the laptop unplugged, just going off of battery power down here. Alright, so now that we got this slowed down, speed and pitch, and if we look at it, you can see that it stretched out that time from 19 seconds to 55 seconds. So it's playing really slow. Alright, and if we listen to it, now this here we're going to clean out, and I'll show you how to do it. We're actually going to copy this off to another file, okay? And on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up WavePad's noise reduction tools, and it's going to be this one. And the first one I'm going to do is at 30% in the forward position. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to reverse the file. Alright, and then I'm going to run it again. Except this time I'm going to run it at half of what I just did. So I'm going to run it at 15. So 30% in the forward position, 15 in the reverse, and then we have to spin it back around to the forward position. Alright, now what I'm going to do is amplify this 330%. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate this out. So now I've got two identical files. Now I'm going to go back to this one here, and I'm going to amplify, and I'm actually going to shrink that by 50%. And this is an approximation. You have to kind of figure out with your own files. This is really close to what's working on this recording in the way that I recorded it, but it may be a little bit different mix for your recording. So now WavePad has this tool, surround sound, and if I open it up, I set up 6 of the speakers here. You can add them as many as you want. This format seemed to work really well. Now when you do this, you get for each file you'll get 2 sides, and what I've done is I've checked the second one for each one of these files. So it's reading 176, 177, 178, and you see it adds a number there for 0 and 1. I'm just going to pick the second one, 4th one, and the 6th one. Alright, now I've got the spatial, or I've got this at 100 and the speaker weight at 100. I'm kind of tired. I'm just going to hit apply, and what it does is it'll take a mix of all 3 of those and put it together. Now it's got that big hum in there, and the only way I can get rid of it is by opening up the equalizer and directly over the top of it, and this is kind of a hunt and find it kind of thing, is I did the band stop, and I started it at 275, finished at 305, and I went down 15 decibels on it. So let's just do that really quick. It'll get rid of the hum. You know, if that hum is there, you can't hear the other stuff that's going on. The problem is it kind of destroys a little bit of the sound. And you see how that all came out. So we clear away the sound, we change the pitch, we bring it up out of the lower frequencies, and then clean out some sound, and then use this surround sound tool. But this is what I wanted to show, so try giving it a try with one of your recordings or the way you record it, and see what you pick up there. This one I want to show tonight, see what it sounds like on YouTube, and thanks for listening.